So this Redfall trailer from IGN. Let's see here if I can. Yep, I got it right here. So I don't understand how this made it past, like, what's this? QC is what we would call it in my place, quality control.
Right.
So the gameplay that they use here is a player that is constantly running backwards, running away from the fights, not helping their teammates. Like, let me get into the meat of this here, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So, is this the one? Yeah. So this player is basically backing up the entire time that they're playing. They miss basically all of their shots. It's just, I'm not trying to like rag on whoever they used here for this gameplay, but you would imagine that IGN being granted some, what do you want to call it? Some special privileges to be able to show a big chunk of gameplay for one of their big bosses in the game. And the person who's playing, it's just very obvious to somebody who is watching this that they either don't have any idea what they are doing in a first-person shooter game. It honestly looks as if someone may have handed the controller to a child or, something like that. But when it comes to like what I was saying with the quality control, like I've seen other streamers put out a minute or 2 or 3 of gameplay that makes this look like alpha footage, you know what I mean? And this is supposed to be the most recent. And I'm wondering if IGN like had some sort of, we get to do whatever we want, you don't have a say in it type thing, cuz it's really bad, and I'm just very surprised that they let this footage go. Like, so in this 2 minutes that we've been watching, this person's been hiding behind a wall and running through trees while his teammates are getting killed and need revives.
So to be clear, your issue is more so with the person playing the game, not the game itself, correct? Just want
yes, the person playing the game. This game looks incredible. I've seen other gameplay that makes this look really good. For whatever reason, IGN put out this footage that I cannot understand what this person... They're sniping from 3 feet away right here and missing. Just nothing makes sense with what's going on with this person that's playing. And if you look at the comments on the IGN video, that's the first thing you'll see is who handed their little brother the controller. They're like, who's playing this? Like, what are you doing? It was just very odd because I watch a lot of gameplay footage from IGN, and it has never been like this before. I've never seen them. I don't want to say this like, they're not doing it on purpose, but it feels like they're purposely trying to make this game look bad,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it was just something I wanted to touch on.
Yeah, no, I think what it came down to, I think a lot of times, obviously, people that work at IGN, to work at IGN, it's not about how good you are at games, it's how your ability to cover the games and speak on the games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that sometimes that can kind of come down to it. I also know that sometimes you kind of just get assigned to things. It doesn't mean it's your cup of tea. It's just IGN's, your workplace said you're covering this game this week. So I try to take things like that with a grain of salt, but I mean, watching the gameplay, because I didn't get to watch it yet today. You sent it to me today, but I was working. It's definitely not very flattering gameplay, to be sure. But, I mean, it happens.
I mean, I could see, like, the teammates looked like they were doing better. I would imagine there was a 3-man team there, it looked like. Why didn't they use the footage from one of those other players? I don't know. Maybe it was just... somebody in the company was like, hey, we promise to use your gameplay. It'll be awesome. And I feel bad for ragging on it. I really do. It's just, this is a big deal for a game. Like, advertising is everything in today's world. And for IGN to put out something like that, like, in their description, they're like, this is an awesome game. Check out the sweet, sweet loot you get. Like, they didn't talk bad about it. But man, whoever was playing, I'm sorry. I still feel bad ragging on their play, but that's just not what you put on a 2-minute review for a game,
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. I do.